like that. Hi guys, my name is Jasmine Boyles. I'm an academic mentor for TRIO Student Support Services. I tutor English Comp 1 and 2, some humanities and social sciences, and then I do focus on study skills and time management. So I created this short presentation to give just a few tips to help you be successful. So to understand time management, it is the ability to use one's time effectively and productively, especially at work or in this case in school. The first tip that I give students is probably the biggest tip is to use a calendar or planner. This can help students prioritize tasks and deadlines. At the beginning of the semester, once a student has gotten their syllabus for each class, they can write down each assignment and deadline in their calendar or planner. Then they can write out important events like their work schedule, extracurricular activities, and social life activities. This will just help because writing these things down and keeping up with your planner will help you remember the important dates and help allow proper time to work on each assignment. Tip number 2. Create a to-do list for each day. A student should check their calendar or planner daily. Once a student knows what's on the agenda for the day, they should create a to-do list of the tasks that need to be completed that day. For example, if a student has an essay due on a specific date, they should designate time to work on the essay each day before it is due. Allow time to have the essay proofread by a tutor or the writing lab on campus if needed. This will allow the student to have less stress when trying to finish a big project instead of trying to finish it the day before. This will also allow the student to get assistance early before the assignment is due if needed. And tip number 3, set a time limit for each task and take breaks in between. Once a student decides their to-do list, they should set a time limit for each task. For example, if you're working on an essay, every day before it is due, decide the amount of time you would like to spend on each day working on it. Once you have worked on the task for the amount of time, be sure to take breaks between each task and decide a certain amount of time for each break, like 30 minutes. This will help from being stressed out to fulfill each task. Allowing breaks can help keep motivation and still give students time to do what they want to do outside of school and work, like calling friends, watching TV, or even playing video games. And then finally, my favorite resources. I always recommend a Google Calendar. It's my personal favorite. It's accessible anywhere from your phone, from your laptop, your iPad, your tablet. It's really easy to use and navigate. You can color coordinate your different events. You can set notifications, time limits. So it is a great resource and it's free to you, free to everybody. Canvas Calendar is another one that I recommend just because you're already using Canvas for your school assignments. A lot of your assignment deadlines are already in Canvas Calendar, so you can just add your personal events like your work schedule or your extracurricular activities. You can also color coordinate those and I believe set notifications. I could be wrong. And then a physical planner, obviously. I'm more hands-on when it comes to certain things, so I do like to keep a physical planner as well as my Google Calendar, but that is because I'm just tedious in that sense. You don't have to have both, but definitely find what works for you. Next is YouTube for study music or really anything. YouTube is a great resource to help you find motivation, to keep you focused and engaged when you're learning. So study music is a great way to do that. I also like watching videos of other people study or doing something involving school because it gives you a sense of motivation, seeing somebody else do something that you need to do as well. TRIO academic mentors, I think this is an obvious one. I mean, my position was created to assist students in time management and studying and in certain subjects. And so we are a great resource. I think it's a great resource to take advantage of, especially since you are in the TRIO program. And you don't have to be struggling in school to need help in certain things or to get tutoring or assistance in studying. The Rose State College Writing Lab is also a great resource, and it's really easy. So once you have your essay written, you just go in there. There's usually a person sitting at the desk, and they will read your essay for you, and they will tell you if you have any grammar errors, if something doesn't make sense, if you should change something. They're really good at kind of understanding what the professors are looking for, because a lot of them are professors or adjuncts, so they have a good understanding of what you're needing in the essay that you're writing. And then the last resource that I have is studytogether.com. This is a new resource to me, but it is really interesting and kind of cool. So basically you get online and you create an account and you can choose how you want to study. So there's options like study with a group, study anonymously with a group, study silently with a group, study with a partner, study with a smaller group. And basically, once you get into the study group, depending on the option that you picked, that person helps keep you accountable and you help keep them accountable. So if you're studying anonymously in a large group, you're all there studying together, but you're studying apart. And so I think it's a great resource, especially for somebody who does need to be held accountable or does like to study with other people, but can't always study with their friends because they're often distracted or not really doing the assignment like they should be. You're studying anonymously on this platform, so it's really easy to stay focused and not be distracted with your friends. And that's all I have. So definitely, if you guys have any questions or any other tips that you want to learn, you can set up a tutoring session with me. You can also just come by the TRIO office and speak to either me or Tiana. And then you can use one of the other resources that I talked about. I have a lot of other resources that I didn't mention that I think are great as well, that I can help you navigate. If you need help understanding how to use any of these resources, definitely reach out. I will insert a slide of my contact information if you guys would like to reach out for anything else. Thank you.